Have you ever imagined paying over $100 for a single bunch of grapes? Sounds outrageous, right? That's exactly what caught my attention. So I traveled to Japan to see for myself why these grapes are so special. And what I found was more than just fruit. It was a story of craftsmanship, patience, and pride. Hi, welcome back to GREEN-AgroWorks. On this channel, we dive deep into the heart of modern farming and timeless agricultural traditions from around the world. And today, we're about to explore something truly extraordinary: how Japanese farmers grow some of the world's most luxurious grapes. This journey begins in the quiet stillness of winter, when the vineyard is gently cleared by hand, preparing the soil and vines for a new cycle. As spring arrives, the vines awaken. Tiny flowers begin to bloom, and farmers armed with years of experience start thinning the clusters. Every leaf, every stem, every bud is tended with surgical care. Over the months, grapes are shaded, rotated, protected, and pruned to near perfection. This isn't mass farming, it's an art form, a devotion to excellence you can actually taste. So join me as we step into Japan's silent, sunlit vineyards to uncover what makes these grapes not just expensive, but truly exceptional. Our journey into Japanese grape farming truly begins long before the first bud appears. It starts with a deep respect for the land and the cycle of the seasons. As the last leaves fall and winter settles in the vineyard, doesn't rest, neither do the farmers. At GREEN-AgroWorks, we believe that what happens behind the scenes is often the most impressive, and here in Japan's prestigious grape farms, that couldn't be more true. Farmers begin by carefully removing every trace of last season's harvest, dry leaves, old vines, and any lingering debris. This isn't rushed work. Every grapevine is gently wiped clean and inspected by hand, ensuring that no mold or pests linger through the cold months. This level of detail sets the stage for the year ahead. Next, the trellises, those elegant structures that hold the vines, are tightened, repaired, and realigned, because in the coming months, they'll carry the weight of some of the most valuable grapes in the world. Before spring even arrives, farmers apply protective treatments, organic pesticides, and antifungal sprays to the vines. This early intervention shields the delicate buds from disease before they ever have a chance to sprout. Think of it like building immunity before exposure. At this point, you can already feel the dedication. There's no automation here, no rushing, just generations of experience guiding every hand and every decision. It's an approach that doesn't just grow grapes, it cultivates excellence. And as the days grow longer and the vines begin to stir, something beautiful starts to take shape beneath the Japanese sun. Before we move on to the next step in this delicate process, let me ask you something. Have you ever grown grapes yourself or visited a vineyard like this? Tell us in the comments where you've seen the most beautiful grapes, or if this is your first time witnessing how premium fruit is grown in Japan. If you're enjoying this deep dive into the world of precision farming, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to GREEN-AgroWorks, and turn on notifications so you never miss a harvest. Now let's get back to the field, because the most crucial moment in grape shaping is just beginning. As spring unfolds across the vineyard, the grapevines begin to awaken. Tiny flower buds push through the vines, early signs of the luxurious fruit to come. But here in Japan, not every flower is welcome. This is where one of the most critical steps in premium grape cultivation begins: thinning. You see, more flowers don't always mean better grapes. In fact, too many blossoms can crowd a cluster, stealing nutrients and sunlight from each other. That's why farmers carefully hand pinch or cut away a portion of the blooms, sometimes removing up to half. This process may sound counterintuitive, but it's actually key to growing those iconic, perfectly round, juicy grapes Japan is known for. With fewer grapes per cluster, each one has the chance to grow larger, sweeter, and more uniform. It's a science of balance and an art of restraint. remaining blossoms are then gently supported with wire and string to ensure they develop an ideal formation. If you've ever seen a bunch of Japanese grapes in a gift box, you know they're not just fruits, they're near-perfect spheres. Throughout this stage, farmers inspect the vines daily, shielding them from wind, rain, and temperature shifts. They'll even rotate clusters for even sun exposure and add protective paper covers to reduce sunburn and keep insects away. This kind of care doesn't scale, it doesn't rush, it values patience over profit. And it's one of the reasons these grapes are considered some of the finest in the world. Up next, we'll take a closer look at how these grapes continue to grow and how sunlight, structure, and science all come together in the Japanese vineyard. As the grape clusters begin to take shape, their journey toward perfection continues under the gentle guidance of the sun and the steady hands of the farmers. At this stage, light is everything. Not just any light, though direct even sunlight for a minimum of 7 hours a day is ideal. It's what gives the grapes their rich sweetness and deep, vibrant color. To make sure every cluster gets exactly what it needs, Japanese farmers go beyond standard trellising. They carefully train the vines along elevated horizontal trellis systems, spreading the foliage to maximize exposure and airflow. This layout prevents crowding, reduces disease, and ensures even ripening. Think of it like a carefully choreographed dance. Each vine is in its place, each leaf playing a role. Farmers also take time to gently turn the clusters, making sure no single grape is left in the shade for too long. In some vineyards, clusters are individually bagged in white or translucent paper, not only to protect them from insects and dust, but to diffuse harsh light and promote even color development. Meanwhile, beneath the surface, drainage and soil balance are just as important. Japanese vineyards favor well-drained, slightly acidic soil, which helps concentrate the grape's natural sugars and aromas. Farmers monitor moisture levels closely, ensuring roots stay healthy, never too soggy, never too dry. This blend of nature science and near-obsessive attention to detail transforms each cluster into a luxurious delicacy. And once the color deepens and the skin tightens, the grapes are almost ready. But before we harvest, there's still one more step, the final selection and thinning that separates good grapes from legendary ones. Isn't it incredible how much care goes into shaping just one cluster of grapes? If you've learned something new or find this process as mesmerizing as we do, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to GREEN-AgroWorks for more real stories from farms around the world. Have you ever tasted grapes that felt like they were grown with this much precision? Drop a grapes in the comments if you'd love to try one. Just when you think the grapes are ready, there's one last painstaking step before harvest. This is what sets Japanese grape farming apart, the final grooming phase. At this stage, the clusters have reached near full size, and the grapes have developed their signature plump, glossy skin. But that's not enough. To achieve the visual and flavor perfection that luxury fruit buyers demand, farmers now go in with a small curved pair of scissors. One by one, they snip off any grapes that are underdeveloped, misshapen, or slightly out of alignment. It's like trimming a bonsai tree. Every cut is intentional. What remains is a tightly packed bunch of uniform round grapes, each one nearly identical in size and color. Each one sweet, juicy, and camera-ready. But beyond aesthetics, this meticulous grooming serves a real purpose. By removing weaker grapes, farmers allow more nutrients to be directed to the remaining fruit, boosting sugar content, firming texture, and enhancing that iconic crisp bite. To further protect the finished clusters, they're wrapped again, this time in protective paper bags or mesh coverings. This helps reduce damage from birds, insects, and unexpected weather. For farmers, this isn't just agriculture, it's craftsmanship. And for consumers, it's more than just fruit. These grapes are given as luxury gifts, featured in high-end boutiques, and sold at auctions for hundreds, even thousands of dollars per bunch. Up next, we'll head into harvest season. You'll see how each cluster is picked by hand with absolute care transported in soft trays and handled like fine jewelry. Because in Japan, that's exactly what they are. Finally, after months of careful cultivation, the moment of truth arrives harvest day. But in Japan, grape harvesting isn't rushed. It's a quiet, deliberate ritual. Each bunch is gently examined for uniformity, size, and perfect ripeness. Only those meeting the highest standards are selected. With gloved hands and sterilized scissors, farmers snip the stem of each cluster, being careful not to bruise the delicate skin. This isn't mass farming, it's boutique agriculture at its finest. The harvested grapes are placed in soft, foam-lined trays to prevent even the slightest pressure damage. These trays are then transported immediately to sorting areas where another round of inspection begins. Here, workers check for surface blemishes, slight color inconsistencies, or any sign of imperfection. Only the flawless survive. Each approved bunch is then wrapped individually, either in tissue-lined transparent boxes or elegant gift packaging, depending on where it's headed. You won't find these grapes tossed into plastic bags at a local grocery store. Instead, they're sold in luxury fruit boutiques, department stores, and even at fruit auctions where prices can reach over $100 per bunch. Some varieties, like the Ruby Roman or Shine Muscat, are even chilled or transported in climate-controlled cases to ensure peak freshness. This level of care from vine to hand packaging is what makes Japanese grapes not only a culinary experience, but a cultural treasure. In every bite, you can taste the labor, the season, and the soul of the farmer behind it. And just when you think the journey ends at harvest, the technology takes over. Next up, we explore how Japan is using advanced machines to revolutionize larger-scale grape farming without losing the essence of tradition. As breathtaking as hand harvesting is, not every grape in Japan is destined for boutique shelves or luxury gift boxes. With growing demand for local and export markets, some vineyards are turning to advanced technology to increase efficiency without sacrificing quality. Enter the grape harvesting machine, a marvel of modern agriculture engineering. This isn't just a mechanical picker. It's a self-driving vehicle designed to gently shake vines, pluck grapes, and transport them all while minimizing damage. Mounted with precision vacuum systems and flexible arms, the machine moves slowly between rows of grapevines. Its sensors detect the density and location of the fruit clusters. Once engaged, it uses soft vibrations to loosen ripe grapes, which are then carefully collected onto cushioned trays. The goal: mimic the human touch, only faster and more consistently over large-scale farms. These machines are especially useful in expansive vineyards where labor shortages or peak harvest timing pose challenges. Some even come equipped with real-time monitoring systems, GPS navigation, and AI-powered quality control. What's most impressive is how Japan has managed to blend this innovation with its cultural respect for nature and perfection. Farmers still oversee every machine-harvested batch, ensuring the grapes meet rigorous standards. Nothing replaces the farmer's eye, but these machines allow them to scale without compromise. So whether it's a hand-picked Ruby Roman or a machine-harvested bunch for the everyday table, the care behind Japanese grape farming is always present. In our final chapter, we'll talk about why these grapes matter not just as fruit, but as symbols of dedication, tradition, and innovation that define Japan's approach to agriculture. As we leave the quiet vineyards of Japan behind, one thing becomes clear: these grapes are more than just fruit. They're the result of unwavering patience, generational wisdom, and a national pride in craftsmanship. From the gentle pruning of tiny flowers to the delicate wrapping of each ripe cluster, every stage reflects the Japanese principle of kodawari, a deep devotion to doing something not just well, but exceptionally well. In a world rushing towards speed and scale, these farmers remind us that there is still value in slowing down and treating nature's gifts with reverence. Yet even as automation and smart technology begin to play a bigger role in the fields, the heart of grape farming here remains personal. It's the farmer who walks the rows each morning. It's the quiet rituals, the snip of scissors, the touch of a leaf, the careful twist of the vine that keep this tradition alive. These grapes might sell for hundreds of dollars a bunch, but their true value lies in the story they carry of seasons past, of hands weathered by sun and soil, and of a culture that honors detail above all else. At GREEN-AgroWorks, we believe these are the stories worth telling. So whether you're a backyard grower in California or simply someone who appreciates a good harvest, we hope this journey into the vineyards of Japan has inspired you. Let us know in the comments, would you ever spend $100 on a single bunch of grapes? Why or why not? And if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for more real stories from farms around the world. In the end, Japanese grape farming is not just about cultivating fruit. It's about cultivating excellence. Every vine, every cluster, and every step in the process reflects a deep-rooted respect for nature, precision, and purpose. It's this philosophy that transforms ordinary grapes into extraordinary experiences. As we've seen, the blend of traditional techniques and cutting-edge technology allows Japan's farmers to meet global demand while staying true to their values. Whether hand-pruned with care or harvested by advanced machines, the results are nothing short of remarkable. At GREEN-AgroWorks, we believe in spotlighting the people and processes behind our food, because understanding how something grows helps us appreciate it more. If you enjoyed this look into Japan's vineyards, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, keep growing your knowledge one harvest at a time.